Hello everyone and welcome to ThaiLawForum. Today we are at the Warehouse 30 of the Creative District where we're going to meet Mr. David Robinson, a director of Bangkok River Partners and co-founder of the Creative District. Hello everyone, I'm joined today by David Robinson, director of Bangkok River Partners and co-founder of the Creative District and Foundation in Bangkok. Hello Mr. Robinson, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I hope that you're ready for this interview.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about Bangkok River Partners?
Okay, so Bangkok River Partners is an initiative of businesses along the river, started by the 8 luxury hotels in this area, so from Hilton and Sheraton, Mandarin Oriental, the Peninsula, Shangri-La, Chatrium, Ramada and Antara. Been going for about 3 or 4 years now, and the initiative was to promote the destination for leisure and tourism. So to get Bangkokians back to the river to explore this beautiful part of the world, but also for international tourism.
So you've been doing this for 3-4 years. How have the organization's endeavors fared so far? How has it progressed?
Yeah, I took on the project in January 2015, and since then we've doubled the partnership. So our partners now include River City, the new icon Siam, the express boat people, the people that provide the transport, walking tours, water taxis. So it's developed well. We're growing in size and I think therefore in impact. We've established a website which is very important for reaching the international market. We're very active on social media, which is very important for reaching the local market, Facebook and Instagram. And I think we're getting more attention. People are starting to say, oh, what's happening on the river? What's happening in Old Town? It sounds very new.
Yeah.
So that's good for us.
Right. You also started a Creative District Foundation. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, around about the same time I started on the Bangkok River Partners. My work in the NGO sector and my work in the arts community throughout my career, I knew that we needed a community to link with, to work with. So I reached out to the art gallery owners, to studios like Peter and Stephanie's P Tentacle here, to Dungrip and Nag at the Jam Factory, and to different community members to say, what should we do to promote this area? It's a creative area. Shortly after we started meeting, the TCDC, the Thailand Creative Design Centre, announced they were moving next door into the Grand Postal Building. So it very quickly became this sort of a group of creative people that were interested in a number of things. Yes, art and performance and design and digital, but also building preservation, the built environment. There are beautiful old buildings, historic buildings in this area. There are also shop houses and warehouses that can be turned into interesting places. Urban planning, so how do we get more trees in the area? How do we make it more environmental? How do we reduce the amount of plastic? Community, because there are many different communities here. And just in this area you've got temples and shrines and mosques and churches all living together harmoniously. You've got people that have had shop houses here selling food for 120 years. So a very interesting community, and then also food, because you can't do anything in Thailand without involving food, and food creativity is very interesting as well. So we have a very ambitious program, a very holistic program, but in a very small area of Bangkok. Bangkok's so big and the Creative District is so small that we're hoping it will be a good pilot, a good story for other people to listen to and see.
Are you hoping that the Creative District will expand to other areas?
It's interesting, we get approached almost every day by the universities who would like to work with us. We're approached by a French agriculture business who wanted to give us all our native trees for the area. There's very funky bars and places in Soi Nana in Chinatown and different parts that we're inclusive about. It's not strictly in our area, but the fact that people are engaging with us and talking about creativity is fantastic. So we have a sort of a very open view of what the Creative District is as far as its location, but it's a movement of people. So it's a location, it's a movement of people, but it's also this idea that creative thinking can be applied to many different issues and different problems, as well as the artistic and the creative endeavours.
So it's not just in one box.
Not in one box at all. In fact, how do you solve problems? How do you reduce plastic bottles and plastic straws? What's a creative solution for that? How do we work with the river and the canals? How do we attract business here? So one of our ambitions is to attract creative industry here. One of our ambitions is to have more artisans working out of the shop houses. Artisans have been working here for many, many years. You see tailors and all sorts of people. So how do we work together?
We recently did an interview with Greenpeace, and they had like a waste art exhibition. So you're hoping that more projects like that will come about.
Yeah. In fact, we're creating a website at the moment. So the first thing we say on the website is come. Come and explore, come and find out, come and experience the Creative District. The second thing we're saying is create. So if you're a startup, if you've got a small business, if you're a freelance designer, we want to help you establish yourself in this area. We want to help you find accommodation. We'd like to help you find a bank. We'd like to help you find legal services and accounting services so that you can set up. And the third area is collaborate. And that's where we work with Bookrook to have the Street Art Festival. We'd like to work with Greenpeace to have an environmental program. We'd like to work with people that have good ideas and help them locate those good ideas here. So it's come, create, or collaborate.
Let's see the 3 C's.
Yeah, 3 C's.
Okay, so how have the locals reacted to this? Have they been very encouraging of it?
Yeah, people are at the heart of this. We're a foundation that is trying to be people-centred. So it's really important that we understand the community. We understand what the community want. And so to that end, we've had a series of town hall meetings. In those town hall meetings, we have local vendors and community leaders, religious leaders, the BMA, Crown Property, landlords, Treasury Department, the media, foreign embassies. So we try and bring people together in a discussion, a dialogue about what do they think. So 2 examples of that. One is Bookrook, where we had the street art along different places. And we heard many of the community say, why are you painting walls? We don't understand why you're painting walls. But now, with the increased number of people of exploring the street art, wandering from place to place, stopping and buying coffee or juice or a kanom on the street, the vendors are really happy because they can see that their business is improving. So livelihoods of the community is very important. And also livability of the community is very important. So when we tendered for the Print Cinema, we wanted to turn that into an open space for events and markets and that sort of thing. We send anthropologists in to talk to the local neighbourhood to say, tell us about the prints, you've lived there for a long time, what would you like to see happen with it? What would make your life better with the prints? So I think it's very important to first listen to the community, but also to involve the community so they feel part of the change.
Are Bangkok River Partners and the Creative District in any way intertwined?
They work together very closely. So for Bookrook, for example, Shangri-La Hotel, as a Bangkok River partner, worked on the accommodation. So they accommodated all the artists while they were here from around the world. Next week we have a Mexican street artist coming into town, Sophia. Working with the Mexican embassy. The Royal Orchid Sheraton is accommodating Sophia while she's here painting on the wall of Warehouse 30. So in today's world, I don't think anyone has all the money. No one has all the energy and all the connections. But through collaboration, we can get some really good things happening. And Bangkok River Partners are an important part of that collaboration.
Okay, thank you so much, David. Those were very encouraging words, and I hope that they have the creative juices flowing of a lot of young people in Bangkok.
Come and see the district.
Yeah, come create and collaborate. I'm Georgina John for ThaiLawForum.